Hello, today I'm going to show you how to use Google Sheets to make pixel art. And that's what you're going to do for this project today. So to get to Google Sheets, in a new tab you just click on this waffle and then click on Google Sheets. If you don't see it in this list, you can go to, you can just search Google Sheets and it'll come up. You're going to start with a blank spreadsheet. And we're going to get this prepped before we start looking for an inspiration picture that we're going to use. I'm going to first close this tables panel because we don't need that. I'm going to show you some things about this because maybe you've never used Sheets before, but the letters all represent columns, so that's columns, and the numbers all represent rows. So rows are horizontal and columns are vertical. And then there's this gray rectangle that's above the 1 and to the left of the A. And I'm going to click there because that will select the entire sheet. And with that selected, I'm going to put my cursor right on this line between any two letters. Excuse me, it doesn't actually matter which two letters. And I'm going to click and drag that back so that that column becomes as close to a square as I can get it. So I'm going to drop it right there. And you see that that did the same thing to all the columns because they were all selected. They're still all selected, and so I'm going to go up to the top and right click. So I'm going to click with the right mouse button on any one of these letters, and I'm going to insert 26 columns left or right. In this case, it doesn't even make a difference because they're all blank right now. So you can see it added 26 columns, and now I have an extra wide area with which to work. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go and find my inspiration picture. So I'm going to go out to Google, a new tab. I already searched for pixel art. If you want something specific, you can do that. So we'll just do Mario characters. And you can see then all the different options that you have. I'm actually going to go back to the other one and just do this one. What you're going to do is you're going to find some pixel art. And if you choose one that's like the pig, you would need to do a second one. But if you choose this one, you'll need to only do one, and I'll explain why in just a minute. I'm going to right click on this image and copy it, and then I'm going to go back to my Google Sheet, and over here, let's click on that one, and I'm just going to press Control V to paste that in, and now I have that right here where I don't have to switch back and forth on my two tabs. So the reason you wanted that you will either do two or choose one that's more complicated is you need to make at least 5 rules for this. So I'm going to show you what I mean by the rules as we recreate this. There are several ways we could do this, but you're going to use a feature called conditional formatting to make this happen. So I'm going to click on the format button and come all the way down here to conditional formatting, and that's going to open a panel over here on the right hand side. Now I'm actually going to undo that because I want to show you one other thing. Right now, you see it says apply to range AL1. And it says that because that is the cell that's selected. So where a column and a row meet, that's called a cell. I know we tend to think of them probably as a box, but the official name is a cell. Okay, so I'm going to actually cancel this rule so I can add another rule. And before, let's move this back up. Before I add another rule, I'm going to click on this gray rectangle again to make sure everything's selected and show you add another rule. And now this range says A1 to AZ1000. It's the entire sheet. So anywhere that I use this rule that I'm about to create, it's going to work in this sheet. So I'm going to let that range stay the same. I'm going to choose format cells if, and I'm going to go to equal to. So is equal to. I'm going to put a value or a formula in here. I'm going to put 0. And then I'm going to change the fill color to black. And I don't really need to change the text color for black, but I'm going to go ahead and set that to black and click done. So now I have this rule. So anywhere that I type a 0 is going to turn black. So I'm going to start with, let me just shrink this down a little bit. I'm going to start about, let's say, right here. Hope that gives me room. And I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard, but I'm going to type a 0 and then type or click the right arrow key to move on, and you can see when I'm out of that cell it turns black. And so I'm just going to keep doing that. There are about 30 of these, and I know there are 26 letters. Oops. So I've done 30 of them now, and then I'm going to go and use the down arrow. Oops. I messed this one up, so I'm just going to press backspace in there. That will delete the contents of this of the cell, which then deletes the color as well. So let's see here. I did 2, 2. So to keep this easier for me so I don't have to do so much counting, I'm going to move down. That way I don't have to count all of those different cells. Alright, so I've done the outline with black of the bowl anyway. I still have plenty more to do, but I'm going to go ahead and start with another color so I can show you again another rule. The first thing is always make sure you click on this gray rectangle, and then you can add another rule. That'll set your range. If you forget to do that, you can either cancel or you can delete a rule. I'll show you in a minute how to delete a rule. But with this, I'm going to get this top kind of lighter blue color. So I'm going to say cell is equal to, choose the value 1, set the color to whatever color I want it to be. I'll just use this lighter colored blue, and I need to make that match when I select the text. Otherwise, let me show you. So text would normally be black. That's the default. I'm going to go ahead and click done, and I can change that in a minute. So if I do this top row, I'm just going to use the 1 key. So you will see with any other color than black, you'll see that that 1 appears. And the reason that I'm not stopping it is because it's an easy enough fix. If I click on this rule to change it, and then set this color to match, and then click done, you can see that it does change what's already been done, which is nice. So then I would add another rule. I made a mistake. I didn't select the whole cell. So I'll click cancel, select, and add another rule. And again, I want is equal to. I'm going to set my value to 2 because this is my third rule. So I started with 0. If it's easier for you to start with 1, it doesn't actually matter what you start with. You could also use letters. It doesn't make any difference as long as you remember what you've used, and you don't really even have to remember. I'll show you that in a minute too. So I'm going to choose a darker blue. So let me just go down to, I'm going to go 2 shades on that, and I'll do the same thing on this. 2 shades darker, and click done. So this will show you once you get your rules all created. So it's maybe a good idea to create all of your rules first, make sure that their range is correct, then you'll be able to see what the value needs to be, and it'll show you the color that you need to have. And you can see when I mouse over this that if I need to remove a rule because maybe I made a mistake, I can just click on the trash can and delete it. And that's really all it is. When you go through this, you're going to just create the pixel art that you've chosen for your inspiration and create rules. So you need to have at least 5 colors in your pixel art because you need to have at least 5 rules, no less than 5 rules created. I do want to show you a couple of things. If let's say I want to make a rule, I'm going to add another rule, and this rule is going to apply to AH22 because that's all I have selected. So if I accidentally make this rule equal to 3 and we'll just leave it mint green for now. I don't know. Oh, here's it down here. Okay, so I'm going to leave mint green. Now, if I type 3, oops, sorry, cancel. If I click in the cell and type 3, that works. But if I do it in any other cell, it won't work because that rule only applies, and you see it's gone now. It's not even, you can't even see it. That only applies to this cell. So if I click back on that cell, then I can see my rule. So what really I need to do is delete this and add another rule. I'm going to actually click and drag over these and press backspace to get rid of all of them. And then to add my next rule, I just select the entire sheet, click add a rule. You can see that there is the correct range is equal to number 3, and then we'll do a darker blue here, and we'll do the same with the letters, and click done. So now when you put a 3 anywhere, then it's going to work the way you expect it to work. Okay? So that's all there is to it. Make sure that you give your spreadsheet a title. I'll call mine Sushi Bowl Pixel Art. And that's all there is to it. As long as you make 5 rules and create your pixel art, you will be in good shape.